Hi guys, welcome to Reality React channel. In this channel, we watch our reality TV shows to recap, review, react, and for the fun of it. And today we are recapping the Mummy Club Sugar and Spice Season 1, Episode 9, titled The Boys Are Back in Town. This was titled because of the fact that it's Lino's son's birthday, Alessandro's 19th birthday. They are celebrating his birthday in this episode. And the first thing is the ladies doing yoga by the pier in next to the beach. And Kim is the one that organizes the yoga sessions, and she's helping the ladies in terms of their positioning and stuff like that. But she has a yoga instructor that's showing the ladies what they need to do. And so they all arrived except for Christina, and Liana is the one that arrived late. And she's placed next to Natasha. And I think there's a bit of something going on between Natasha and Naliana. Because all the time, whenever they comment on each other's clothing, in each other, you can see that sense some bit of attention between them. And because even Losh does not like Naliana that much, because she commented about Naliana wanting to be noticed. I mean, like, she's just arriving there with her expensive gear that she's even mentioning that this is Visage, this is what, and I'm just like, there's no need. We all can see that it is what it is. But they also sort of like discussed in their diary session, they discussed Christina's absence at the yoga session, and Kim indicates that she has not spoken to Christina, but Christina is aware of the yoga, so if she wanted to come, she could have came, but she didn't come. And as the yoga session is going on, we found out that Ashria has a baby that's 4 months old, and she's struggling with some of the moves, and she can feel that her cut is not, a C-section cut is giving her issues there. And Naliana and Natasha definitely have tensions because Naliana commented about the bootcamp classes that Natasha gives because she's a supermodel. So it doesn't make sense that she was struggling, like sitting while the session is going on. And so in the next scene, the twins are arrange the meeting between them and Kim arranged the meeting between her and the twins. So they are doing a painting session so that they can for the baby's room. They are doing like some paintings, and she wants them to think of a safari type of theme. That's the theme she's going for the wall for the baby's room. And they discuss the events that have taken place, and Rash, they bring Christina again. So Rash is the one that's speaking too much about it around Christina. And the fact that she was angry because Christina, when she got to the cafe opening, she told Rash that she didn't come for Rash when Rash asked, "Why are you late?" And so they discussed the cafe opening, and Resh spoke about being angry, and apparently Christina told Resh that she didn't come for her. And after she asked that, why was she late? And why are they also lying about the fact that Christina didn't greet them? Because when she got there, I think I noticed even in the previous episode, she did greet them. They just didn't all respond. So I don't know why they are lying there, but maybe they are lying because they are just mad at her. They complain about Naliana being close to Christina and lecturing them on Christina and Kim. And Kim explains that the three of them share a makeup artist, so maybe Christina feels that they are close to each other. And as much as I get where they are coming from, but also they must understand that Christina did not offend Naliana as much as she is... as much as Kim and and Naliana are friends, she doesn't have to inherit these beefs that's going on. So I don't understand why must she build a wall between her and Christina because Christina and Kim fought. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get most of Kim's understanding of how things should go. Like if someone has offended her, then in front of the ladies because they are her friends, then they must also be offended. They must also treat that person differently. Like I don't, even when she in the previous episode when she was shocked that Abigail is being friendly with this lady, it's just like, why must she not be? She has not been offended by Christina. Even when Christina left Abigail's event, she came back and told Abigail what is happening. Like, I don't understand some of these stuff that Kim wants these women to go through, or maybe she wants Christina out of the club. Like, I don't understand what must Christina do? Okay, and then we got back to this, to the episode where Christina called Resh. So Resh explains that Christina had called her to ask her to find a school for Jordan. And she was scared to answer the call. And she also asked about Jordan's nanny. About getting a nanny for Jordan because Jordan's nanny is inconsistent and she's also unavailable. So she needs another one. And this makes sense when Christina said, so now I'm connecting the dots between when Christina said that she's the only one who takes care of Jordan, even when she's sick. Because if her nanny is not always available, then even when she's sick, she might not be available. So that statement to say that maybe Christina does not have a nanny or her nanny is a fake nanny and stuff like that could be true, and it's making sense. And also, Kim said something around Christina being a full-time mom, so she doesn't see the need why Christina needs a nanny in this event. And I'm just like, why are the twins not correcting Kim to say that even if someone, because they are a bit older than Kim, someone is a full-time mom, they still need help. You can't be momming 24 hours alone. Like it doesn't work like that. You'll get tired. And even if it's not really a nanny, maybe a parent or your grandparents or the aunt of the baby, something like that, so that they can offload, or you can have someone that the baby is not only relying on you the whole time. I don't think that's healthy for the baby and for you as a mother, especially in Christina's case, because she also had the postpartum depression. But I'm sure Kim does not know about that, but she should have corrected them. And like even the guys, they are just discussing Christina, and now they move to Abigail, and they are bothered by the fact that Abigail is neutral. And she doesn't really get bothered. And Christina has not even offended her. If she has done stuff in front of her, it doesn't mean that Abigail needs to isolate Christina or dislike her. And also, only the twins were painting, and they looked, and they first complained about how the canvas will look, and then when they were done, I think they were copying somewhere. One of them, I think Losh said that she got it from Pinterest, so it looked better, like for people who were complaining. And yeah, so the whole scene was about them discussing the Christina's issue and what has happened. I get that maybe this experience for the lady is a bit traumatic, and plus it's the only thing that can really bring views for the show. But they could have discussed what theme is she going to, what the gender of the baby, if she's comfortable discussing that. And also they could have went further into the cafe, opening the cafe issues that she's having in terms of opening it and stuff like that, instead of just Christina. Yeah, but anyway, we move to the next scene. And the next scene is the celebrating of Alessandro's 19th birthday. And so as the ladies come in, they dress very nicely, all of them, I must say. And as the ladies come in, Abigail compliments. So Abigail is that lady. I feel like Abigail is such a wholesome person. All the time, she's always complimenting Lenore, and she's always saying nice things about the ladies. Like, she hardly ever complains about them. Like, she's such a girl's girl. I think I like her personality. And also Ashria arrives, and the Lenore complains that she has missed the Miami chick. And Natasha is wearing a bikini, and she missed the theme as well. And Neil and Maria also arrive, and Christina didn't come to this party. I wonder if Lenore actually even invited her, or she didn't invite her because she said that the party happened the day before or the day after Lenore met with Christina. So I'm wondering if Christina's illness got worse, or she just didn't get the invite because her child is young. But even the people who have younger kids are there at the party anyway. She just didn't come to the party. I don't know. Lenore never explained what happened or why she's not there. And Gianna and the younger sister was the MC, even though we didn't see much of her MCing. The only thing that she did is to say that her mom and dad gave the speech at the birthday party, and it was a nice speech. It was heartwarming. You can see the love that Lenore has for her kids by the things that she says, even the way the kids act around her, you can see. Even the dad speech was like good. It was quite short, but it was good enough. And in the next scene, they have moved to the adults have moved to the different rooms, but and Neil is there with the mummies, and the dad, Lenore's husband, did not join them. And Neil is the only man there with them, and then Lenore introduces them. And she tells them about her meeting with Christina, which happened the day before. And she explains that what has happened and the fact that Christina is not well. And as much when they are starting, Davina says that she doesn't like this conversation, that it's always Christina that. And I feel like I get her. Like, why must they be discussing Christina at Lenore's son's birthday? Like, it doesn't make sense. And then she got a call, and then she went to answer the call, and Maria and Niels tells them that they should offer Christina some love, and that is how far they can go with this one. And one of the twins in her diary session says that she's an occupational therapist, and she doesn't get I don't get the correlation between psychological and occupational therapist, as the other one is therapy for the mind and the other one offers therapy for the body. Like, I don't understand why she had to say that she's an occupational therapist. What does that have to do with anything? Like, they are saying that this person is might be sick in the mind, and you are saying you're an occupational therapist. If someone needs psychological help, they won't go to an OT, they will go to a psychologist. Like, I don't get Lodge's ideas of whatever she was saying. And so they are discussing, man. Everyone is pouring in their ideas of what must happen and what shouldn't have happened. And Ashria says that as much as she wants to give Christina love, she wants to also hold Christina accountable, and she wants an apology from Christina. And she thinks that they might lash out in the next time they meet her. And I also wonder, what exactly does she want Christina for apology for? Like, she just called her fake, and I don't understand why these people don't get that Christina says whatever she's thinking and she wants people to move on from it. Some of the things that she says, they are very problematic, but calling her fake, I don't think that it's something that she should be holding is so much to her head that she would want an apology for. And anyway, she will just say sorry, and she won't say what exactly she's sorry about. So Lenore's husband comes and asks Neil to leave the women alone, and they go and they separate them. And Resh, and I think while all of these things are happening, Resh is still not happy with Maria's input on this issue. And Davina comes and tells them that her uncle had a cardiac arrest and he was put on a ventilator. So she asked that she leaves, and Abigail asked why she was friend with Christina by Resh. And I think that this question is actually from Kim, because she's the one who asked about the association that Abigail has with Christina. So, but Resh is the one that got to ask, why are you like that with Christina? And then Abigail explains that she's not going to attack Christina because she hasn't been personally been offended by her. And I agree with her, I stand with her. And Ashria still brings that the fact that she was called fake, and therefore she's not going to be friendly with her. And they all discuss how they need to handle this Christina with care because she might need medical help. I think this came from Maria. And Resh mentioned that Christina might need medication to help her cope mentally. And Maria tells them that they aren't medical professionals, so so they shouldn't be discussing this like this. They shouldn't. I feel like I get where Maria is coming from, as much as she's a problematic character, but I get her where she's coming from. They are not medical professionals. They are not psychiatrists. They are not doctors. They might be married to doctors, but they are not doctors. So I get what she's saying in terms of, you can't be saying that people will need medication. You don't know. What if she just needs a community? What if she sees a psychologist that does not recommend that she gets medication? And they are all saying all of these things. And the fact that Lenore is also quiet around this thing, when she noticed that Christina also told her that she has physical medical issues, or I don't know how to call them, but it's not psychological. So I don't understand why Resh is even offended by this, except that she might be offended because of the person who's saying it, not because of the fact that the person is wrong. Losh indicates that even if Christina gets medication, they need to be supporting her. And when she said this, I remember in the previous episode when her daughter asked her, what is she going to do? So now I can't wait for her to meet up with Christina and like she discussed with her daughter. And then in one of her diary sessions, Natasha diagnoses Christina with depressions. And Niels comes back to get Maria. So even me, I'm making mistakes of Maria and Christina because that's all they do. They discuss her throughout the episodes. And Maria says that they should lend a hand before she leaves. They should lend a hand in this Christina situation rather than regretting not lending it at all, because I think, and I get what she's saying, because sometimes you don't want to lend a hand and then you end up regretting in the future because you could have helped the person to overcome whatever issues that they are going through. And Resh is not happy with Maria's comment because on the Real Housewives of Durban, Maria is the one that causes issues, but she's acting like she can resolve conflicts on this show. So she actually even mentioned that, and I wonder how it was, like how the tension was there by that table when Maria was still there. And Abigail is also not happy with Neil and Maria's presence as they come to judge their situation with Christina, but they didn't. But I think they didn't do much of the judging. And all they did is ask them that they need to make peace with Christina. And I think it is because Lenore has already made peace with her and had told them what happened. So I think if they were invited before Lenore met up with Christina, I'm sure they would have been judges and they would have been part of the people that are not happy with Christina as well. They would have absorbed that beef. And one thing that I think I like about the loyalty that Resh and Losh are showing to Kim is very strong, because they are taking this Christina thing to their heads, and she didn't do much to them. but because she offended their friend, they are taking it to heart, and now they are disappointed that also Lenore has forgiven this lady. And I don't get why they didn't see that Lenore had already warmed her heart to Christina. Even at that cafe opening, you could see that Lenore is actually much softer. She's understanding this lady when she apologized. And I like this personality of Lenore. You can't be holding beefs for so long. They are too heavy. Like, I get her. So Losh tells them that now they move to discussing Christina, and Losh tells them that she has a makeup masterclass that she's organizing, and between her and her sister. And the challenge is that they must come with a bare face. And Natasha and Ashra weren't happy with the class because they don't want to show up to this to the masterclass without makeup done. And Rach's diary sessions as the spiciest because what does she mean that Natasha is the one that needs the makeup master class the most? Is her makeup not sitting properly? Like, what is happening? Your Rach is so spicy, guys. Like, I don't wanna lie. And Natasha in her diary session says she won't go there. And but we'll see what will happen then, because I mean, if they can't force her to go if she doesn't want to go, like, without her face. Next thing, Lee and Rach are meeting up for the boys to do paddle, and they have been friends for 11 years since they met through the school. And Rach briefs her about the moms. And Lee, and then when we realize that Lee and Abigail grew up together, but Lee is a bit older than Abigail. And so the whole event was so that Rach can complain about Maria and Neil's presence, and Christina as well. And she started complaining about Maria and Neil's presence at the birthday party and what they were saying to the ladies about their situation to Christina. And Rach was confused about the treatment that they should have offered Maria and Neil because they are reality stars and all of that. They didn't know how they were going to treat them. I don't know what exactly did she mean. Like, what other ways? The way they treated them, that's the way that they did the things. And she indicates that she is not Christina's safe space, and she has had enough of Christina's bad treatment of the ladies. And I'm wondering now if this is the part where they are taking a decision to cut her off from the club. Because remember at the cafe opening, she did ask Christina if she wants to be part of the club because the producers asked them to ask her. So I'm thinking when she says that she's not Christina's safe space and she has had enough of her bad treatment and all of these things, are they planning to cut her off? Are they not going to be interacting with her at all? Because all she did was complain about Christina and vent, and Lee was just shocked and didn't say much. Like, she didn't say much. I'm sure the sentences that she said were 2 or 3. Like, I don't understand what was the point. I get the point. It was to complain, vent, and all of that because they are friends, but that can't be the whole basis of the show. Like, no. And this was the end of the episode. I must say that even in her absence, Christina carried the show because in each and every scene, they discussed her behavior. Because why was Lenore agreeing to have Christina as the main theme or the main topic for her son's birthday? As much as they separated them from the group of 19-year-olds or teenagers playing by the pool and doing all of that, but still she could have had other wholesome concepts to discuss instead of that. You know, they could have tried, even though they didn't like Neil and Maria, they could have come up with another concept to talk about. I don't know. Maybe they did, they just didn't show us. Because that's also possible. I mean, we're discussing only the things that they show us on these shows. And also, why did Resh see the need to vent to someone who's totally outside of the group, only for Lee to keep quiet and not say a word? If she's really, and also if she's really part of the mental health campaign, why didn't she suggest something that instead of just suggest something around Christina to get help, instead of just agreeing with Resh? And then they show us what will happen in the next episode, that they and it was at Ashria's social media campaign, and they are discussing struggles of falling pregnant and also miscarrying and all of that. And I think they're just discussing womanhood and stuff like that, or mommyhood. And Christina is discussing the moms and her postpartum depression with another person. And she's still saying that Ashria is pretentious and an ex-kisser. And she mentioned something around the fact that her husband did not even call her. He was not around when she was going through the depression and stuff. And the other scene, the twins are discussing Lenore's behavior at the Pencil Club and how they were shocked by her behavior. I wonder, what did they want Lenore to do? But I also get them. Lenore behaved weirdly. She was too quiet, man. Like, she could have stopped that conversation about Christina and said something else, unless if she is for Christina and she wants them to forgive her. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe and like and comment.